internet, my name is Hexa, and today's video is going to be a little bit of a chatty makeup playtime sort of video. Most of the time my makeup related videos are like reviews or tutorials or like a little bit more straightforward, kind of to the point, but today's is just going to be chatty. It's going to be probably a little bit longer, but since we're all under quarantine, I'm sure a lot of you guys have had a lot more time to spend on YouTube. This has been a super hard time for a lot of people, I'm aware, and I'm not trying to, you know, negate how difficult times have been for a lot of people, but I'm just hoping to bring a little bit of cheer and just something to do. You know, us YouTubers are responsible to entertain everybody right now since staying home and using the internet is pretty much all a lot of us are doing right now. I, on the other hand, have been dealing with my quarantine boredom by using retail therapy and have bought a couple of new products that I've been wanting to get for ages and just never got around to buying. And so today's video is going to be using one of those new treats that I got for myself, which is the Carli Bybel palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. If you hear any background noise, my window is open because it is like spring has sprung over here in Germany where I am. It is super hot, and I gotta let some fresh air into this room, and also my family is home. My mom is a teacher and she is kind of working from home, and my sister, who's 10, is also here trying to get some work done, but obviously it's been tough to stay on top of schoolwork and just to stick to our routines for all of us. Without any further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to be priming my skin using the vegan milk moisturizer from Milk Makeup. I just bought this recently and it is super good. It's like a very creamy, very nourishing kind of moisturizer. It doesn't feel greasy on the skin, but it is very like thick and rich. My skin hasn't felt dry, but then whenever I do my makeup and then I look at the pictures afterwards, there's just so many dry spots, especially around my nose and my cheeks. So I guess my skin must be in need of some moisture, even though I can't really tell. There's a bird outside that's making so much noise that I can't even hear myself think. I mean, I love birds, I love nature, don't get me wrong, but I literally can't concentrate on the words that are coming out of my mouth. My eyebrows always look so crazy after I put on moisturizer. What is happening? I don't know why my microphone keeps on just like cutting out randomly within like the first few minutes that I start filming. It's really strange, so there was probably a patch of some weird sound going on just a minute ago. Apologies for that. I still haven't figured this damn thing out. I don't know what I need to do to it to just make it stop doing this shit. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using the eye primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I got a deluxe size sample of this with my order. I think they're including these with all orders over 35 euros or something like that. I might be mistaken. But they also had a great deal going on the website, which was buy 2 items and get the second one half off, or like the cheaper one half off. So like I bought 2 eyeshadow palettes and basically paid only for 1.5 eyeshadow palettes, which I mean is kind of a really good deal, especially with Anastasia Beverly Hills since it's such a high-end brand and more on the expensive side. So I was more than happy to take advantage of this deal. I've never used this stuff before. I have no idea if I'm using too much of it or too little of it. I guess we will find out. This is kind of a winging it situation. Despite my many years of passion for makeup, I'm still not quite sure what exactly is the difference between priming your eyes for eyeshadow using eye primer versus using just concealer. There must be a difference, or maybe the beauty industry is just lying to us. I definitely used too much of this stuff. It is like very full coverage, very like a little goes a long way. Okay, now I know for next time I do not need that much. I feel like I put enough of this stuff on my eyes to like cover my whole face with it. So as I said, today we are going to be dipping into the Carli Bybel palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It looks like this. Initially when I saw this packaging, I thought that these like pink gems on it were actual gems that you could like touch or like, you know, like glass or whatever, but they're not. It's just kind of like a visual effect. Like they are a little bit 3D. There are like bumps in the cardboard, but they're not like actual like glass or plastic gems sticking out of the packaging, if you know what I mean. This is completely virgin, untouched eyeshadow palette. I didn't even get any pictures of it before doing this video, which I kind of feel sad about, but I'm not gonna stress about this. This palette is very different from what I usually buy. I mean, I'm very into like colorful makeup, and so I usually tend to go for more bright, bold, colorful palettes. So this is very different for me, but I feel like it's just so beautiful. Like the shades in this are just so delicate and pretty and just feminine and soft, and they're just perfect. Super happy to have another one of these Anastasia palette brushes. These are great. Each one that I've gotten in each palette that I've bought seems a little bit different to me. I don't know if everybody else gets that feeling, but they're all amazing. Like they're really good brushes. The first shade I'm gonna be dipping into is the shade Bybel, which is this one right here. It's like a rosy brown, like a rosy medium brown taupe something. It is a little bit flaky, so I would go in a little more like softly when you're touching it. I'm just gonna rip the sticker off of my mirror so that, whoop, that was satisfying. So that I can use the palette mirror. I have a mirror here on my table in front of me, but meh, this is more convenient. So I'm gonna be applying the shade Bybel to my crease. First kind of like patting it on, and I'm gonna blend it out in a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about this eye primer yet. I mean, it seems alright, but also feels a little bit like thick, but that might just be because I applied way too much. I would have liked to set my eye area before going in with the other shades, but I feel like in this palette there just isn't a shade I would really use for that. I mean, Bear is like a nice kind of like light ivory sort of color, but it looks like it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I don't really want to, like, it has like a satin kind of finish, and I don't really want to put that kind of texture all over my whole lid, so there isn't necessarily something in here that's good for setting your concealer or your eye primer. This Bybel shade also, it's like a good transition shade or crease shade, but I would like one shade lighter as well for transitions, and something that's still quite neutral. For example, like there's Cindy over here, which would make a good like first transition shade or light transition shade, but it's so like peachy, you know, so it might not necessarily go with every look that you tried to create with this palette. But all that being said, this is still a palette that you could very well use on its own. Like, I don't think you necessarily need extra shades. Bybel is blending out super nicely. Kind of just gently with like tapping motions blended this all over the entire crease area towards the brow bone. It's like a very, very blown out, very big look right now. Next up, I'm thinking I want to darken the outer V, so I'm gonna do that with the shade Boy. I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't really watch Carli Bybel. I haven't watched her videos much, so I'm not getting all of the references in this palette. But the shades are very beautiful, so you know, she has clearly great taste. So Boy looks like it is just like a chocolatey brown, a slightly cool chocolatey brown. I can't tell if it's a satin texture or if it just has like some glitter on it from the other shades in the palette. I guess we'll see in a sec. So I'm using the other end of the brush to just kind of apply that to the outer corner and almost creating like a little bit of a winged effect with that shade. Wow, this color is blending so beautifully. It does look like it is a matte, not a satin. A very, very soft matte, just like, oh, it's so beautiful. I was supposed to be chatting. Totally forgot I was supposed to be chatting during this video, but I mean, I can't think and do my makeup at the same time. It's just like a meditative experience for me. Like, I just get in the zone and then like I don't want to think about or talk about anything else other than just the makeup and what I'm doing with it. Okay, this palette has so many shimmer shades that are just gorgeous. I'm having serious trouble deciding what I want to use because I can't use all of them. Like, I want them to shine, to have their own little moment. So I don't know which one to choose. You've got OA over here, which it looks like just this amazing, like almost like a pressed glitter. Like, it's so chunky and it's got like a blue-gray base with all this iridescent glitter in it. It's so gorgeous. And then Mandala, which looks like, yeah, I'm pointing to the right one. Mandala, which looks like it's got this like duochrome lilac pink sort of situation going on. My Angels is this gorgeous gold that's just so shimmery looking. I don't know what to choose. All of the shimmers in this palette are just like inspiring me so much. I just want to put them all over everything. Here's a thing to chat about. This water. I don't normally buy bottled water because I try not to use too much plastic. But in Germany, there's this system. I think this is a thing in a lot of like Northern and Western Europe, not so much in the United States or in Eastern Europe, but there's this thing called Pfand. So like when you buy bottled water or like juices and drinks, a lot of the times they will add 25 cents for each bottle. Like, they will charge you an extra 25 cents for the bottle. And then when you finish the drink, you bring it back and you put it inside this machine and it recycles it and you get 25 cents back. So I don't feel too guilty about this. But anyways, this is the Hella water in the raspberry flavor, and I'm obsessed with this. I never drink enough water, so I was just like, you know, let's try flavored water, and it is totally working. Definitely still not a healthy option because to make that flavor pop, obviously there's sugar in this. I think that it's like 4.5 grams of sugar for every 100 milliliters, so this is unsustainable, not super healthy, but it tastes so good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut my crease. Again, using that eye primer, hopefully less of it this time, and then I'm going to try out some of these shimmer shades. I've set up my camera a little bit high today. It's normally a little lower than it is now, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a good camera setup. I need to get one of those like wheelie chairs that has like an adjustable height, and that would probably solve all of my problems. So I'm just cutting the crease now. I think I used a little bit too little of the eye primer this time. I got scared of it. Also, I'm trying to decide what distance to put the camera at, or like how much to zoom in. So if you have any opinions on that, leave me a comment down below and let me know. Do you like it the way it is now, or would it be better if it was a bit more zoomed in so you can see more clearly? Because I can't really tell. Like on the viewfinder from the camera, it always looks small, like you can't see the details, but then on the screen it looks fine, but then I can never remember like how far I zoomed it in, and I don't know. So I just need some guidance, some opinions. Let me know. Alright, so I'm wiping the brown off of my brush so I can use it again, and I think I have decided. I haven't decided. Why is this palette so pretty? Why are there so many good colors? So I think I'm gonna use OA on like the middle of the cut crease, and then Mandala on the inside of the cut crease, and then another one of the shimmer shades later for the inner corner. Let's try that out now. I'm gonna put Mandala first because it's lighter. Hold on. I think I need a cleaner brush for this, so... Alright, I'm gonna use a different brush. Oh, that's strange. Okay, so... Why? Okay, the trash truck is here or something? No, it's like a giant tractor. Hold up, one sec. I'm gonna close my window. Okay, so Mandala has like a weird... It's actually really dry in the pan, like really dry and grainy. I expected it to be, like by the way it looked in the pan, I expected it to be really like creamy, but it's actually quite dry and I'm having trouble picking it up with the brush, so I'm just gonna apply this with my finger. It's very, very pretty, but the texture is a little bit iffy. Like not on the eye. On the eye, the texture is fine. It's just like picking it up is a little bit cumbersome. That is so gorgeous, OMG. Okay, so it's got like a lilac base with a iridescent blue shimmer. So gorgeous. I feel so moisturized right now. This Milk Makeup moisturizer is just making my skin feel like, I don't know, like a mermaid. Okay, and next I'm gonna apply the shade OA. This one also does not want to come off with the brush. I'm thinking maybe this will change like once you kind of like scratch the top layer off, maybe it'll be easier to apply it with the brush, but right now it does not want to come off. I'm gonna try one of these like spongy applicator things. No, don't look at my face, look at the brush. Look at the brush, don't look at my face. Let's see if the spongy thing worked. Oh yes, this worked. Because I mean it's such a chunky glitter in that shade that you just really need like a little scratchiness to pick it up. So with like just a regular synthetic brush, it's just not, it's too soft to pick up this texture. I'm not sure about how this actual look is turning out, but the individual shades are fabulous. Just gonna blend this out using the brush. I'm getting some fallout with this OA shade, but I mean it's just because of like all the huge glitter chunks, expected with a color like this. I'm not mad. I'm gonna open my window again. I think the truck is gone and I'm getting warm. I have so much fallout on my face. I'm gonna need to wipe it away with like a wet washcloth or something. I do not have makeup wipes. I do not use makeup wipes. I do not like makeup wipes. I only really own like wet wipes, regular wet wipes, like for baby butts, and I don't know. I'm feeling like my outer corner wants something. Like it needs something to like flick this cut crease in with this brown over here and just like help it all come together. Glitter is the answer here. Or like a white liner or something like that would be nice. But I don't have one. I don't have white liner. I have white liquid lipstick, which I use as white liner, but it always gets all messed up and dirty, so I'm not gonna do that this time. I think I'm gonna stick to the glitter idea. But first, I'm gonna deal with the fallout situation. So what I'm gonna do is do my skin first and then go back to the eyes later. So I'm gonna prime my skin using the Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Primer. I just got this and the rumors are true. This primer is amazing. I don't know, it's just like, it's sticky, so the foundation sticks nicely, and it's hydrating. I don't know, I just like it. Except it doesn't want to come out right now. What the heck? Okay, got it. I bought a couple of Milk Makeup things, and I'm super impressed. Oh my god, this smells so good. Oh, it's just like refreshing. It smells like the sea breeze. Like the wind, like the beach. Summer. Oh, it's so nice. And it gets tacky pretty quickly, and like super tacky. I mean, it feels like you've sprayed like hairspray on your face or something. I hit my head yesterday. Yesterday was my mom's birthday, and she knocked some jelly beans down on the floor, and so I got down. It was actually gummy bears. So I got down on the floor to clean them up, and then when I got back up, I stood up and I hit my head on the cabinet that the gummy bears fell from. I don't know if you can see. It's not that bad. Like, it doesn't look that bad. It's just like a little red mark here on my forehead, but it's so painful. It's like a invisible bruise. For foundation, I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I don't want to apply too much foundation. I don't really need it. I don't really like the feeling of it on my face. So I tend to try to go for a lighter layer of foundation, but I do have a few like little pimples and things coming out right now that I want to cover up. There's like one little patch here where my foundation is sticking to for some reason. Who else feels like their hands are going to fall off from washing them so much? It's really weird because I mean I have not been going outside at all, so I haven't technically needed to wash my hands more often than normal because like if you're not going outside, you're not like touching all the germs, so there's no point in washing your hands more frequently. But I still feel like my hands are just, they're so dry. I don't know if you can actually see, but they're just like, they look and feel like zombie hands, like my skin is gonna fall off. So if anyone has any really good cruelty-free hand creams to recommend, please leave it in the comments down below. I have been trying. Oh my god, my family's screaming at each other. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. If anyone has any good cruelty-free hand creams to recommend, let me know, because I've been trying a lot of different creams and most of the time they just make it worse. If you ever get a hand cream and it has perfume in it, don't get the cream, because like perfume just irritates your skin. It will just make it worse, and you don't notice it if your hands aren't that bad, if they're just like not super dry. But when you're actually really in need and your hands are actually really suffering, it will hurt like a motherfucker, and they will just get completely red and like irritated from that kind of hand cream. So do not use hand cream that has fragrances in it. I'm just gonna go up close to my mirror and make sure I don't have any patches in my foundation, in my very, very light layer of foundation. Next, I'm gonna use a little dot of my Makeup Revolution concealer under my eyes, and I'm just gonna immediately roll a little powder brush with some powder on it under my eyes, just to stop them from creasing. So I'm not using like a ton of powder, but just like a little bit to gently set that area while still leaving like my cheeks tacky for highlighter. Oh my god, flies. Summer is like my favorite time of year. I love when it's just warm and nice and I can wear all my pretty dresses, but also the insects bug me, pun intended. Ha, I'm so funny. Alrighty, my eye area is set. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of cream blush. This is the Lip and Cheek Tint from Milk Makeup in the shade Work. I got the mini size of it. I really don't think you need more. I mean, if you're just starting out with this brand, I think it's great to get the minis, because then you get to, you know, try out the different shades and the different products and decide if it's for you, if you like it. Always get the mini if the mini is available, in my opinion. Because I mean, with makeup, it lasts you such a long time unless you use it literally every day. So if you're avid user of makeup and you have like a huge collection, it's always better to just get like a mini version of stuff, because you have so many different products to use and to go through that it just doesn't make sense to buy full-size products unless they're like your favorite and you're gonna use it every day. Okay, and now I'm gonna blend this out gently with my beauty blender. I love how this just gives you this cute rosy flush of color. Just makes you look like you're blushing, gives you those cute little girl angelic vibes. Should I put blush on my nose? Should I? I feel like I should. Look, there's blush on my nose. I'm cute. It means I'm nice. I feel like my mood is just different in every single video. Like every time I sit down to film a YouTube video, I have a different mood going. Like probably all of my subscribers are super confused as to what my actual personality is like, because I'm always like in a different kind of mood. Well, that's it. That's my personality. Always different, always fluctuating, probably crazy. I don't have any cream blushes right now. I'm looking to buy some. If I had cream blush, I would use cream blush right now, but I do not have cream blush, so I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. This is my old one. This is the one I bought when this palette first came out. I have not bought a new one. This has lasted me until now, but in all honesty, I've probably been using it sparingly because I didn't want to run out. I'm gonna go for something I don't usually go for in this palette though. I'm gonna use the shade Daydream right over here. It's like an orangey highlight shade. Looks like a sunset. Will this be too dark for my skin? Let's find out. Ooh, not really. I mean, it pairs so nicely with the blush. It's just got a little bit of color, really. I mean, it's so reflective that I don't know. It's so pretty. It goes well with my skin, and I have super light skin. I feel like it would also go really well with dark skin as well. Ugh, this palette is just amazing. It is so flexible. It's got something for everyone. If you don't have this highlighter palette and you like super bold, super bright, super reflective highlights, definitely go for it. You will not be disappointed. It's like very chunky, very glittery kind of highlight. And it just like, it's like a mirror on your face. You can see yourself in your highlighter. People can see themselves in your highlighter because it's so bright and so reflective and metallic and just perfect. And I'm looking for my smaller highlight brush for my nose. Yes, there we go. And lips. Or Cupid's bow. I've been doing faux freckles a lot lately. My boyfriend is starting to just get sick of me because I'm always just doing makeup with faux freckles. I don't think I'm gonna do it for this look. But I usually use like brow powder to do the freckles. But I really want to invest in getting the official faux freckle product. It's just that like all the videos I've seen say that the tube is tiny, and it's just like the price is so high for such a tiny tube of stuff. So I don't know if it's worth it to pay so much to get such a tiny tube, but at the same time, faux freckles are the shiz right now. They're so cute. Okay, so what was I saying about my eyes? How I wanted to flick it out? I don't know. I really am feeling like white liner, to be honest. So I've got my liquid lipstick from Jeffree Star in the shade Drug Lord, and I'm going to use a liner brush to do like a little flick. So just getting some product out on the back of my hand. I really hope this turns out good. So I'm starting from like halfway through that like OA shade. Going down and flicking up, and then tapering that shade off with the line. I mean, the problem is getting it the same on the other side. I don't know that it's the same, but it's got the same kind of vibe, so we're good. And I want to just go over this again just to make it a little bit more bright, like a brighter white. The first layer is usually not that opaque. Cool, we have our little flick. And now I'm just gonna go back in with the shade, what was it? Boy? With that brown shade. I wanna kind of go back over this outer corner. So I'm going back over this brown shade, the outer corner, flicking it up. It's very like rounded wing. It's very kind of Amy Winehouse sort of shape to it. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the shade Chai over here. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Anyways, Chai is like a earthy, it's like an orangey brown. I don't want to say terracotta because it's not terracotta. I'm not finding the perfect word to describe this color, but it's like a slightly orangey brown. So I'm gonna use Chai and then blend it in with a little bit of Boy towards the outside of the lower lash line. It's super pigmented. Just like a little bit of Boy on that lower lash line to kind of tie in with the top. Give the lower lash line a bit of smokiness. I have a brush here that I want to use, but it's dirty. But it's not a problem because I bought the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner quick drying spray, and this stuff is a lifesaver. You just like spray it on a couple times, wipe your brush on a towel or a paper towel or whatever, tissue, something, and then it's clean and it's good to use within seconds. This stuff is amazing. If you hate washing your brushes, this spray will save you so much time, so much effort, and just your brushes will be clean and you won't want to die after cleaning them because it'll take like 5 minutes. I would still recommend like once in a while actually washing them with soap and water, but this stuff is like, it disinfects them properly and gets rid of the bacteria, so I mean, it really is a lifesaver. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows before I do my inner corner highlight, which I was gonna use this brush for. So let's do that first. I'm feeling a bolder brow for this look. My main brow decision is always, do I stick to just brow powder or do I use brow pomade? Today is a brow pomade day. I have one brow brush that I use all the time. I got this in a set from a brow product, a brow pomade from Too Faced ages ago. And I don't even know if they still sell it, and I can't remember what it was called, but I used that brow pomade forever, and after it was gone, I continued using the brush, and it is such an amazing brow brush. It's not super thin, like it's not super fine or anything, but I don't know, it's just perfect for me. I love using this. I will try some other brow brushes, but it's just, I just love it. Where's my pomade, by the way? So I'm currently using Taupe Dip Brow Pomade. I've been using this forever, from Anastasia, obviously. I mean, I chose taupe instead of blonde because even though my hair is blonde, it's like a dark blonde and it's an ashy, like cool blonde, not like those warm golden yellow sunny blondes. So I figured taupe would be the best shade for me, and it works really well, but I'm entertaining the idea of trying the actual lightest, like blonde dip brow pomade, because I don't know, I feel like it would work for some looks, for a softer look, a more friendly look. I feel like I always make my brows so like dark and severe when I use this product, when I use the taupe shade. I'm using a combination of my palette mirror and the big mirror on my desk to do my brows, because I feel like with brows, if you stay too like up close and don't look at them from afar, you can risk like making them dark, like too dark or uneven or whatever, just weird looking. So it's good to kind of take a step back and look at what you're doing when it comes to brows. With everything really, like every makeup look ever, it's best when you can look at it from up close and from afar, because I mean that's how people see you. People see you from up close, people see you from afar. You need to make sure that you look okay from both those angles. I'm liking this brow. I made it a little too elongated. I feel like my point is not as sharp as I would like, but like, yeah, it's quite long. It's a very long brow. I'm just gonna wipe a little bit of it off from the tip. There we go. And just like add a little powder here and then redo the point a little bit. I'm guilty of not always taking my time with my brows. Like sometimes I rush through them and I don't give them the attention they deserve. But I mean, look, if we're following Anastasia's trick, I mean, outer nostril, outer corner of the eye, it ends right about there where it's supposed to. I'm liking this brow. This is a good brow. Can we make the other brow as good as that brow? Let's find out. My natural brows are very uneven. Like one of them, the arch is much more pronounced on one side than the other. And I've never like been to a brow salon to get it corrected or anything. I've just kind of accepted it as a fact of my face that I have uneven brows. The trick with the brow pomade, in order to keep a very natural look and not make it too dark or too bold, is to use a very, very small amount. Always like wipe off your brush in the cap of the product or on the back of your hand and just use like the bare minimum of product. I'm very happy with my brows today. I gave them the time and attention they deserve. Filled in this one, I feel a little bit more than this one. Like this, my left eyebrow is a little darker, a little bolder. I don't know. It's alright. She's looking good. She's just doing her own thing. Pull this out a little bit more just to balance it out. You can always add more, but it's not as easy to take away. And I'm gonna go in also with my clear brow gel, which is basically empty. I'm pretty much pretending to put anything on my brows right now because this this product, I've had this tube of clear brow gel from Anastasia for so long. It's just like, it's empty. There's nothing there anymore. I still use it. I don't know. I need to buy a new one. It's just, you know, it's no fun buying things that you need for makeup. I mean, like eyeshadow palettes, they don't really run out, and they're just like, you know, they're color products, they're color cosmetics. Anything with color is always more fun to buy. Lipsticks, eyeshadows, they're just like more exciting and fun. Excuse the car. But like having to restock on like brow products, setting spray, foundation, concealer, that's just no fun. It's just annoying to me. It's just like an inconvenience to have to buy that kind of stuff. So I always just avoid having to buy it till the last minute. I'm gonna do a little bit of highlight under my brow bone using the shade Bolly? I don't know. Right here. This reminds me a lot of one of the shades in Modern Renaissance. I think it's called Vermeer. Something like that. There's like clear brow gel on my hair. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm using this gorgeous, bright, pigmented, crazy gold called My Angels. This would not be the designated inner corner highlight shade. I feel like Moo is more of a designated inner corner highlight shade, but I want to use that gold, so let's do it. Getting it on this round brush from earlier. Yeah, this does have like a gray base to it. I'm regretting my decision. Let's try to erase this and do Moo as God intended, or Carli Bybel, probably. All right, just gonna use a little bit of the foundation slash concealer left on the tip of my beauty blender to make this tacky again, and going in with Moo. My Angels just had like it has a dark base, which just kind of looks off on the inner corner. Moo is cute too. It's not as spectacular. I mean, it's a really beautiful shade. It's like a cross between a champagne and a gold. So our eyes are done. I'm just gonna go in with mascara now. I'm using my eyelash curlers from Shuemura and my mascara, which is not here. There it is. I found it. The Buxom Lash Mascara. I'm gonna be pretty up close and personal with my big desk mirror for this. I love this mascara. It is, I don't know. It's not clumpy. It curls the lashes really nicely. In high school, this was like one of the first mascaras that I started wearing to school. And one time one of my friends asked me if I was wearing false lashes when I was wearing this. So that kind of sold me on this mascara. That compliment made me want to forever use this mascara. And it's also one of these types that you can like layer very well. Like I feel like with a lot of mascaras you have to be in and out super fast, otherwise all the extra layers just disagree with each other. They don't go well on top of each other and they just create weirdness in the formula. But with this one, you can kind of just keep applying until you're happy with the way your lashes look and it doesn't do anything weird to the mascara, which is nice. I'm trying to keep myself on a tight schedule and currently my filming this makeup look is running over time. I'm supposed to be on a bike ride right now. Ooh, okay, so eyes are done, mascara is done. We did the blush and the highlight, but we don't have contour or bronzer yet. Kind of want that, but do I need that? I have a cream contour from Tarte that I really like, but I feel like I want to get one of the cream contours from Milk Makeup. I feel like that will be nicer to use because it's in a stick form, whereas this one is in like a pan. So this one is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea collection Wipe Out color correcting palette. It has a bunch of these cream color correctors and then one like contour slash bronzer sort of shade. So I'm just gonna grab some of that shade on my finger. Always grab it on my middle finger and and then dot it along the jawline like this. Looking pretty weird so far. And then I grab my wet beauty blender and I just kind of like, I squeeze it, you know, so it's not like just big, fat, and round. I kind of squeeze it so it's a little flatter. And then I just go in like kind of little circle motions back and forth until this is all nice and blended out. I usually get a little too much right near here, so I grab some of that and I also like blend it along the temples, and voila. Super nice, like delicate, not over the top contour. I just like cream products. They're nice. They kind of like, having too much powder on your face just ages your skin a lot. So if you can use cream products, if they work for your skin, they're always just like, I don't know, they give you more of that like youthful glow, which is especially important to go for if you're actually young. Because like the worst thing is just when you end up with too much powder on your face and then your makeup, which is supposed to make you pretty, ages you like 5 years or 10 because it's just settling into all the little fine lines. So I like cream products because they don't really do that. They give you that like glow from within. They sink in with your skin nicely. They look more real and skin-like and alive, perky. For lips, going in with my Becca Gloss. This is a collaboration with Chrissy Teigen and it is in the shade, is it Malibu Soleil? I think it's Malibu Soleil. It smells minty. And we're done. If I had setting spray, I would be using setting spray, but I do not have setting spray, so just pretend that I do. As I said, I'm supposed to be on a bike ride right now, so I'm not going to spend too much time on my outro. I'm just going to give you guys a big thank you for watching this video. I'm sure it was super long, so if you stuck around and actually watched, I appreciate you. I don't know how you could possibly find little old me so interesting as to stick around for probably like half an hour that this video lasted. But yeah, thanks. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sane during quarantine. Trying to social distance as much as possible. I'm running out of battery. Oh crap. Okay. I'll leave the sentimental stuff out of this. I love you guys. If you like this video, please go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload. And please follow me on my social media, which are all linked down below, so you can get a little bit more of me. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! And I'm sorry that this outro is so rushed, but I'm running out of battery. Okay, bye!